How's it feel to be back?
Feels good. It's good to be home. Very thankful to Leslie Alexander, Daryl Morey, and the rest of the organization. This is home, and there's some unfinished work to do, and I'm excited to be back to do it.
What do you hope you can bring to the club, Gersson?
You know, I think there's a great team that's been put together on the floor, and there's a great team in the front office. I think the opportunity to come in and give a different perspective. You know, the department that I've been involved in the past has a great group with Gianluca and Jimmy Paulus and BJ Johnson. So the name of the game is talent, and we've got to finish what we started. We got to complete the roster. I think this is a year of development and maturation for this team. I think there's major championship expectations, but it takes time. And I think anything that we can do to assist our coaches, our players, the staff, is what our focus is going to be. But I'm excited to have an opportunity to come back and finish that task.
How do your duties differ, or do they differ from before?
You know, I think one of the biggest advantages that we've had here is we've got a great group setting, and there's a lot of different individuals that have a lot of different talents, but everything is done as a group. And I think when you've given guys like Gianluca and Jimmy Paulus more opportunity, more responsibility, I think those guys have had success. I think my role will be very similar. I think the biggest thing is we've got to help Daryl, and we've got to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to maximize the opportunities talent-wise, whether that's the draft, or whether that's trades, or whether that's free agency. So that'll continue to be the focus, maximizing our guys here. But, you know, I imagine I'm going to be very involved with the team as well in terms of the coaches and the players and being more involved in that aspect initially. But, you know, it's the expectations have been risen, and to put a championship product on the floor is going to take a lot of effort, and I'm just here to come in and do my part.
With the advantage of time now and perspective that comes with it, why didn't it work out in Dallas?
You know, the Dallas Mavericks they're a great organization. It just wasn't the right fit, and we've moved on. I've moved on, and they moved on. That's life sometimes. It just doesn't work out.
You just referenced this. Personally, how important is it for you to see this process through to fruition? You've accumulated the talent, you've gotten closer to a championship. To be back here in this seat, to completion, how important is that to you?
That's, you know, you could say it's critical in terms of, you know, being a guy who's grown up in Houston, being around here during the championship years. That was my passion, was to bring a championship team back. And now to have an opportunity to come back, and it's going to take time and it's going to take a lot of effort, but to know that you're in a position where you can impact at that level is something that's very special to me. And it's something that I truly appreciate Leslie Alexander and Daryl Morey to come back in this situation and to continue to do my part to help get that team there. But it's critical. I mean, it's huge to know. We all know how hard it is to win in this league. I've been with this team now going into my 10th season, and we've gone through a lot of ups and downs, whether it was the Tracy Brady, Yao Ming era, and now we're here, and James and Dwight are here, and we want to maximize that every way possible.
How special was it you talked about that sometimes you leave, you can't come back for whatever reason, but they welcomed you back there. They made a place for you, that kind of thing.
That was special. This is home. And Leslie did not have to do this. Daryl, Gianluca, the group that I'm working with, the coaches, Kevin McHale. But, you know, I think at the end of the day, the big picture was they know where my heart is, and they know that I'm committed to this organization. So the opportunity to come back was special.
Was there any perspective gained, just even in the short time working somewhere else, about what it's like here?
It was. I think you get a different perspective, especially for me. I've been with the organization, one team, for such a long period of time. To take a step back and look at it from a different perspective, not just team-wise but league-wise, was interesting for me. And, you know, it's something where I feel, you know, regardless of how the process went, I feel better because of it. And I'm confident in my abilities and what I can do, and I'm excited to be able to do that here with the team.
How hard was thoughts on the first 2 months of the Rockets season?
You know, it's as we worked on putting the team together last year and being intimately involved, we knew it was going to be a process, and it's tough. You want to accelerate the process, but the reality is time is the teacher, and you hope these guys learn the experiences that they've learned. A lot of peaks and valleys, but at the end of the day, it takes time, and the only thing when you put a new team together like this, you need to have some struggles, and you need to have some successes, and you need to have your values in place so you're focused on what you need to focus on.
How hard was it for you personally in between before you were able to solidify it here?
You know, it was tough. I think I'm a passionate basketball man, and to come back to Houston was a special opportunity, and the opportunity in Dallas was special. It just didn't work out. But to get a chance to come back to your hometown team and to continue to do what you've always loved doing throughout your career, which is giving them an opportunity to be successful and to win at the highest level. Is a special opportunity that I cherish.
Thanks, Gersson.
Thank you, guys.